Titanium Tuesday.
Matt, are those horns coming out of your head?
Well, they've always been there.
Yeah, but I've never seen them before.
Yeah.
Did you get some sort of prayer over you that just let them start growing?
Well, it's kind of a long story, so I'm not sure that we should talk about it here.
That's fair. Well, I would like to get that into you.
I will have to get the grinder out.
You might want to see your priest.
HellBoy!
Let's get it! Man, what a title.
I know.
I think that's based off, was the comics first?
What makes a man, though?
A boy? From hell?
If you can get through hell with the boy.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
But no, that was in the movie. I don't know if you caught that. Is it how he was born or whatever, or how he makes his decision? Essentially,
right.
I'm not saying it right, but yeah.
Nature versus nurture, baby.
Well,
that's what this film is all about. You got to be raised right.
Sure. So, I mean, motives. What's his motive?
I don't know.
It's weird because I got this list out that we decided to be a little bit more organized on Titanium Tuesday.
Yeah.
Not that that's ever going to really happen.
Right.
But it's like, think about it.
Yeah.
And so it's like...
Things to ponder. This are like, when you have an assignment of like, do this and just like ponder this while you're doing this action. Like, that's how I felt like.
Right.
I didn't do that this time because I didn't realize we're starting it this week. But I will reflect.
I did. Well, we were supposed to start it like 2 months ago. It's like we never really did.
That's right.
But no, it's like the motives that he has in this movie. Is it clear? Do we know? I mean, I think we know what the motives are for the good and the evil.
Yeah.
But as far as the superhero, the titanium hero of the movie, we don't really know. But what we do know about him is what I think is that he wants the girl.
Yeah, he sure does. Yeah.
And
talking about the horns growing.
Right. The arc of the character.
Yeah. Lives and dies.
But what I did notice when I was thinking about that, what I did notice in this is that he becomes who she needs to, right?
Yeah.
Like, a little bit softer, a little bit more understanding,
right,
and things. So I thought that was good character development.
Sure was.
Which is also on the list,
that
essentially.
I think that's number 3.
So, yeah. I mean, I was trying to look at some of those things in this. And some of it's confusing. Some of it makes sense. But it's an action-packed, different kind of story.
And the creatures are fun to look at. Like, there's a lot of different character designs in this film.
Yeah.
When it comes to the villains, kind of got a little too similar. But there's the good guys. You got the weird Aquaman guy that can go underwater. You got HellBoy. You got the lady who has the powers. Like, those are all fun to see interact, and you never know what's going to come next.
Right. It was, so this is the first time you saw it.
Yes.
And so I'm really glad that...
First time I remember watching it, at
right,
least.
Yeah. So I'm really glad that, we suggested it and get it out there. Because I think it's a very unique story. I did not like the second one. We're not talking about the second one, but...
Or the reboot that happened in 2019.
Yeah.
This is 2004.
I guess that was just... amazingly awful.
Blacked out.
Yeah. But, back when Ron Perlman, he's a B actor at best, probably C.
Yeah.
For the most part, actor. But back then, he was pushing a B actor. And
I mean, sometimes you get a character that just fits the role well.
Yeah.
And I think this is kind of like, if you're supposed to, like, reaching your max potential as a character and relation, like, it seemed like this was probably for him. Yeah.
It was a fit. What did you think of, so this was confusing to me, so now he got cut on the face, which he was super upset about his pretty face, he's always saying, right? So he gets cut on the face, but then minutes later, he has all these grenades.
Yeah.
Right?
There's some inconsistencies.
And he's like, this is going to hurt.
Yeah.
So if he can get cut but won't get blown up.
I mean, maybe it's something, like, how, like, what is it? Werewolves or vampires can only get killed by, like, a silver dagger.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just explosions and frag grenades
high
don't
impact.
Affect him.
He doesn't.
It has to be a blade.
Yeah. So, but it was just like, okay.
I mean, a lot of it holds up. Like, it was created, it was made in 2004.
Yeah.
A lot of
as far as from then to now.
Right.
I 100% agree.
It's crazy to me, like, it really puts in that fact of, like, how much practical CGI, like, is important to do.
Yes.
Because it makes it, like, there's one thing of, like, making it impressive in a moment with the graphics and everything else that you have at your disposal, but also realize that all of that's going to be progressed anyways, and maybe just focus on the story and practical. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think though that, I mean, what CGI was in here?
That's true.
Like, there's some for sure.
Right. And the costumes were all done and everything else like that. So the weird, you know what I'd hate?
And that's what I miss though. You get probably pre MCU.
Yeah.
And they weren't doing the CGI stuff as much.
Yeah.
But the MCU, like, really amped it up.
You gotta use the CGI.
Yeah, amped it up like crazy. So, you know, I like films, you know, pre-MCU.
Yeah.
About $65 million budget, did almost $100 million in the box office.
Yeah. Not bad.
No.
Not great, but...
Right.
I mean, again, this is a very particular...
DVD and Blu-ray. It's like Firefly to me.
Yeah, right.
Like, I didn't go see this in the theater. I heard about it, but I'm like,
It's like one of those cult classics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then watched it, I don't remember where, buddy's house, I believe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun.
And it's not one you, like, this is just as enjoyable at home as a big deal. Like, there's some action where it's like huge, big things are happening.
Right.
Nothing ever huge happens in this film, but it keeps your attention.
Yeah, and it's consistent.
Yeah.
You know, there's no real big highs and real low lows.
Right.
But, and which is what I like about it too, is just, like you say, it keeps your attention. You just keep going. You're like, oh, what's that going to do? And, you know, some of those things.
It was kind of fun. They played in... Talking about world building, they kind of played off the idea of UFOs, aliens don't exist, and then they're like, you don't have this department of weird people, do you? And then immediately, no, but let's go straight into it in the film.
Yeah.
And so it's an interesting dynamic.
Back in the 40s, wasn't
right,
it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And that actor too, Jeffrey Tambor, like, he's this one that is a great, like, he to me is, like, talking about fitting roles, FBI agent or just a ditz.
Yes,
and it's
absolutely.
A perfect fit.
Yeah. And Doug Jones, I like, he did Abe.
Yeah.
I thought he did a great job.
Fun
and
character.
Then John Hurt.
Yeah.
I just love John Hurt.
Yeah.
You know, you can't beat him.
No.
I wish he would have been the Doctor.
Right.
Like, other than the 3 specials?
Those were some fun specials, though.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, solid movie. I loved watching it again.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it'll probably be another 5 or 6 years before I do it again type movie, but it's not like The Matrix or whatever, where I probably could watch that once a year.
Yeah.
But these films, the superhero, I really enjoy the unlikely superhero.
Yeah.
He's bad, but he wants to be good.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a good story.
Yeah, it is a good story, and they hold to it.
And he's such a different character too. He's unique.
Yes.
And they play into that uniqueness versus trying to make him more plain, which is what some movies do as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was fun watching when his horn screw and he just yanked him right off again.
Yeah.
It seemed a little anticlimactic. He had him on for 2-3 minutes.
Yeah,
and then it was gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could have had him on for a little bit longer, make it a little bit more... have the girl, or somebody try to take him off, and he's like, no, I don't want it, and then realize, oh, I'm hurting somebody I need.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
But
for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, it reminded me of Data in First Contact.
Okay.
The movie. Have you seen that?
I don't think so.
So, Star Trek.
Yeah.
So Data.
Oh, yeah.
Data has the skin grafted and stuff like that, and the emotion chip and whatever, and so he's laying there, and the skin is peeled off of his face because of this chemical that they had to put to kill the bad guy.
Yeah.
Girl, I think it was a girl, wasn't it? Can't remember now.
I told you I probably haven't seen this.
Yeah. So,
I think it is a girl.
But so he says, I was, tempted.
Yeah.
And it was a millisecond.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But he made a big deal out of that millisecond. Like, that's like an eternity to an android.
That's true.
And so that kind of reminded me of that. Like, okay, this feels like an eternity to the character.
Yeah.
And so he's got to end it.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what I related it to. I don't know
that
why.
makes sense.
It's weird, I know, but that's...
everything connects differently to different people. Because we're all unique.
Yeah.
But yeah, super fun.
And so is he.
Yeah. I mean, I wish...
Super fun, not Superman.
No, that's going to be another reboot. I do wish, like, franchises like this had more consistency in the quality, because it would be interesting to see this world get built bigger.
I agree. I think that the problem is they have a hard time finding something. So Del Toro did this.
Yep.
And I think that really...
He turned down the Prisoner of Azkaban film to do this one.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's a fun fact I found.
Huh. Cool.
That and Cowboys versus Aliens, but that to me isn't as big.
No, but did you see it?
I did. It's a fun film.
It's a fun film.
It is. Yeah,
it's a fun film.
Yeah.
You have Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford
it's so
in there
good.
and stuff.
Yes. It's
It's just fun.
We'll get there. We'll review it.
Yeah, we will.
Maybe that's one we should.
We just did our calendar for like 2 months.
Yeah.
But so maybe we'll get to it in September.
Yeah.
Because we have to stick.
We have rules and we have guidelines.
Not very often.
No. Well, at least we don't stick to them.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, so go see. Wait, you can't go see it. Get it, rent it, stream it.
You could buy a
movie
theater and just roll it on. You could go see it in the theater if you decide to go buy
Bring your
one.
DVD player with player or something.
Projector.
Yeah.
Home theater.
Yeah.
There we go. You can go to home theater and watch it.
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, we got plans.
That's right.
And if you want us to be a part of those plans or have questions or be highly disappointed, send us an email at legitq@maddysmoviemix.com.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it.